next calm, guaranteed to be a split. I'm flyer than an invitation.
Yeah, right now you're watching the Toronto Raptors exclusive. Your man Big Page.
But I'm hearing now these niggas is old news. I mix the cocaine powder with the Pro Tools. Yeah, crack.
Alright, we here chilling with Big Page. This is an exclusive interview. No one sit down with Big Page in about 2-3 years. Discuss anything going on in the city with his career and whatnot. But for those that don't know, who's Big Page?
Big Page, a lot of things, but right now, you know, rapper out of Toronto, Canada, entertainer, hustler, entrepreneur, all of that.
All right, so you put out work before, for those that don't know?
Yeah, for those who don't know, started, you know, back in the days with a record, balling is my hobby. Then my second single, I'm Still Fly, and you know, 2 singles later, that's what we're working on right now. Gangsta Girl is the 3rd single. So for those who don't know, those were the 2 joints that, you know, my biggest joints.
All right, so what are you putting out in the future?
In the future, I got an album coming out. It's called TYPD, Things Young People Do. I don't know if you've seen it on Twitter or if you heard the line or anything like that. So that's the first album. I got a few mixtapes coming out. You know what I'm saying? Some material for the streets. You know, gotta feed the streets, gotta feed the people.
Okay, that's cool. You had a big hit.
Yeah.
With Drizzy about a year ago. Still Fly.
Yeah.
Had a lot of success. What's your label status?
No, right now I'm currently unsigned. You know, I'm currently independent. You know, I got a distribution deal, you know what I'm saying? But right now we're independent, we're on an independent hustle. Always been independent from when I started till now. So everything I've done, always been on an independent level. So you know.
All right, Paige, so when can we see TYPD and what can we expect from it?
Well, the first single off TYPD is Gangsta Girl featuring Bobby Valentino. And right now I don't really have a set date of when it's gonna release, because the way I look at it is I'll release an album when the people want me to release an album. You see what I'm saying? I'm just not gonna throw it out there and just do nothing with it. You see what I'm saying? I wanna basically build a demand for it. I already know there's slight of a demand, you see what I'm saying? But I wanna actually feed the people more music so they can really, you know, fuck with your boy Big Page. So right now I got a couple, you know, features on it. I got a couple people that bless me, you know, on it or whatever. So I think it should be a classic joint. I'm not gonna over boost it, I'm not gonna under boost it, but I feel like it's, you know, definitely one of those solid joints coming out of Toronto.
All right, there's a situation with Paige and Drake a while back, and everybody got to hear Paige's track. Everybody got to hear Drizzy's subliminals. What's Paige's side of the story, and why Paige decided to go at Drizzy?
I just look at it like the situation stems from a whole bunch of niggas talking shit anyways. Like, nothing was, it's a bunch of hearsay, she said, he said, she said. You see what I'm saying? Like, niggas basically went back to him like, oh, Paige said this. Niggas came to me on some, yo, Drake said that. And tensions were, you know, rising, you see what I'm saying? But I told homie, like, in this business, people are gonna talk shit, you see what I'm saying? Because you're an artist, I'm an artist. Obviously, everybody wants to get on our good side, you see what I'm saying? So you can't really take in what everybody says, because, I mean, it's most likely some fabricated bullshit. So I don't know if nigga took the advice, but basically, you know, things started happening where, you know, niggas started burning me and just doing things that they weren't supposed to be doing, you know, as far as like down talking me and shit talking me to, you know, other people or whatever. So basically, it was a situation where, you know, it wasn't really nothing said directly between me and him. But then, matter of fact, what happened was I was in Miami, and I think he was having like a party. So I'm at the party with my people. We pull up in like Maybachs and shit like that, and him and his people pull up in like Range Rovers or something like that. So we kind of pull up together. But I'm just there, you know, I did the record with him, I'm in Miami, I'm showing love to my Toronto native, you see what I'm saying? So
this is when shit was good.
This when shit was alright, you see what I'm saying? Like, shit was kind of rocky, but there was nothing direct, you see what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm gonna try to keep the peace and just, you know what I mean, build. So I'm there now, I'm in the VIP booth. The manager of the club and the promoters put me and my people in the VIP upstairs. So I'm chilling in the VIP, whatever, and I'm feeling uncomfortable anyways, because, you know, I'm around people I don't know, you see what I'm saying? I'm from Toronto, and you know what I mean? The situation was weird. So all of a sudden, I see Drake comes. I'm sitting to the left, he's sitting to the right. His table's to the left, mine's to the right. So all of a sudden I see him like spazzing out. So I'm when I see him spazzing out, I just fall back a little bit in the cut, and I kind of just take in what's going on. So he calls his manager CJ over, and basically huddles up, talks to his manager for a minute, and then his manager walks to security, and I'm watching the whole thing happen. So his manager walks to security called police. 2 police officers and like 3 security guards walked up to me. So I'm watching them walk up to me, and then I'm like, can I help you? Like, yeah, you have to leave this area. So I'm like, I have to leave this area? What the fuck I have to leave this area for? Like, we bought the bottles, we paid for the booth, what's going on? The owners walked us to this booth. They said, oh, this is not your booth, this is not your area. I said, all right, no problem. You see what I'm saying? Because, you know, I didn't want to be there anyway, so I'm like, you know what? We'll just grab our shit and just relocate somewhere else. I already knew it was a diss move. Like, I already knew he pulled a stunt, like, yo, get this nigga out of here. Why is he here? Because I'm over there in the VIP. Niggas got the cameras on me, asking, you know, questions like asking about Paige or whatever. I'm not trying to say the nigga was anything, but I'm just saying that was the situation. So they told us to move. A couple of niggas I was with didn't want to move. So as we're talking back and forth to security, Wayne and Mac Main, a whole bunch of Cash Money walks in, and then they're just like, oh, this is our booth, So I'm like, all right, cool, no problem. You see what I'm saying? So from that time, I was like, hold on, if me and this dude never had a problem, why would he do that? And even he's standing like 10 feet away from me, you see what I'm saying? Like, he should be like, yo, this is my dude from Toronto, yo, P, you can't be here because this is Wayne's booth, but yo, just get a new booth, or you know what I'm saying? He should at least say something. I felt like there was no problem. Like, if we did a record together and we're, I don't know, whatever you want to call the situation, boys or whatever, you should at least be like, yo, it's my man from Toronto, yo, relocate him, But it wasn't like that. The dude actually, you know, sent the people like, yo, kick this nigga out. But I knew the promoters, I knew the owners, so they just, you know, comped us, they gave us extra bottles, put us in a booth downstairs, and then from them, I was just like, yo, fuck this nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, pretty much what it is.
All right, since that situation, like, do you feel like Drizzy's blackballing you? Like, behind the scenes stuff people can't see, do you feel like Drizzy's blackballing you?
Yeah, I sort of do, in a way. I feel like, I mean, it's obvious, like, if he's in a room talking to an A&R, and the A&R brings up my name, what else is he gonna say? I mean, a real nigga would be like, you know what, I don't rock with that dude, but, you know, that's your business. But, you know, obviously, we're not dealing with people like that. So I know for a fact that, you know, they're down talking and saying, oh, fuck this nigga, don't fuck with him, and just basically trying to get everyone against me, because, I mean, everybody would think, based off what happened in the public, that Paige is just being a hater. But people don't know the behind the scenes of why things got to where they got to, you see what I'm saying? So they're just, obviously, people are gonna take sides of who has more money and who's, you know, doing more. So obviously, I feel like, you know, I mean, I'm not gonna say that he's all the time blackballing, but I feel like if he was fucking with somebody from a label, they would, you know, take his side because of his status and who he is right now, you see what I'm saying? And he wouldn't say anything to favor me.
All right, not say no names, there was 2 diss tracks towards Paige. What's your opinion on those 2 diss tracks, and what's your view on it?
Simply, they're whack. What else can I say? I mean, the streets know they're whack. I mean, if you listen to them, you know they're whack. I mean, I'm not gonna really get into it because that whole situation was just, to me, some stupidness. Like, I have beef with one person and another person feels like they need to jump in and defend it. To me, it's nonsense, because I'm talking to this man. If you have something to say, if you have a problem with me because of something we have, address that. But if you're just taking up other people's issues to gain their trust or gain their respect, I don't respect that at all, you see what I'm saying? So people put out diss tracks. I don't know what to say, I'm speechless, you see what I'm saying? I just wish the best to them. One thing I will address is all of these diss records that are surfacing the net right now. Like, me personally, I think it's idiotic. Like, I'm not gonna call no names, but I feel like these guys are morons, because end of the day, how do you come around a nigga, the nigga feeds you, you dick ride the nigga, like, you dick ride the nigga so much, and then all of a sudden you have a diss record when the nigga don't want to fuck with you because he knows you're a dick riding ass like fan. Basically, I feel like most of the people that have diss records against me were once Dick Page groupie fan dick riders, and the streets know, people know, my niggas know. You see what I'm saying? These were people that try to come around me, basically trying to get on. But basically, when they realize that I'm not one of those a stupid type nigga, like, I'm gonna let you do you, you know, play the role, but niggas not getting no bread. Niggas not getting nothing from me. See what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I know these niggas is fuckboys. Like, really. You see what I'm saying? Because your feelings get hurt, you get emotional, and you write diss records off of some shit that is not even like, I don't fucking know you niggas. Like, I don't owe you, and I don't know you. You may know me from school, you may know me from back in the days, but I don't owe you shit. You didn't help me get here. You weren't part of it. You didn't do nothing for me. When I told you I rapped, you probably weren't even fucking with it. Now all of a sudden I owe you something. Look, you guys are cornballs. Keep making diss records because I think it's giving me like Google hits, putting my name out there, but to me it's pathetic. But you know, I wish you guys the best in your careers. Just keep doing your thing. Stop being pathetic.
Quick question for you too, not to bring back the Drizzy situation up again. Have you ever seen him since that situation?
Yeah. I'll tell you this, and you guys can research this whole situation. I'll tell you, I went to go have a drink one day, you see what I'm saying, up in Yorkville. So I'm walking, not really paying attention or whatever. I'm paying attention to the chick I'm with, and then I stop. I go to my spot that I always go to. I stop, and I look to my right, sorry, my left, and I see him and a couple other people. I guess there was, handling some business or whatever. So I seen him, and I was kind of shocked to see him, see what I'm saying? So it was like the situation was shady or whatever. So it looked like some shit was about to jump off. So I go, all right, give me 2 tools. I'm about to, run for the blicky. Like, what's really good? You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, one line. Before I could even touch the car door, you see what I'm saying? Before I could even grab the door, my nigga Sean hits me up, my nigga Getty. He's like, yo, this guy just called me, man. He said, yo, come back and talk about this. Like, man. So I'm like, before I even could walk to the car, this nigga already called my homies. I'm like, you know what? I feel like it's a setup anyway, so I'm out of here, you see what I'm saying? So basically, we got back on the phone after we spoke. I had people around me, and the phone was on speaker. I'm not one of those niggas that records conversations. Like, I'm not gonna call no names, but people record conversations. I personally don't, but I had the phone on speaker, and I had my people around. So we spoke for about an hour, you see what I'm saying, back and forth. And basically, the reason why I kind of dropped the beef, because we basically spoke, basically I told the nigga certain things that bothered me. He basically said, you know what, he apologizes like a man. If he did anything wrong to me, he apologizes for it. I said, you know what, if I did anything wrong to you, I apologize sincerely. And I just said, you know what, I'm done, you see what I'm saying, because if I could talk to the man, on the phone, I'd rather it be face to face. But if I could talk to the man and he could say, you know what, P, I apologize for this, and I could say that, then fuck it. You see what I'm saying? I just done the beef personally. You see what I'm saying? I don't really care if people don't know about it, because at the end of the day, my problem was with him.
All right, since you just been in the cut watching the city, who do you think's hot in the city now?
A couple hot dudes in the city. You see what I'm saying? A couple hot dudes. I'm not gonna get into the names because that'll just, I'll forget names, you see what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people I think deserve credit. There's a lot of, people in Toronto that do their thing. But me personally, I feel like nobody's really fucking with me because at the end of the day, this is my view. Now, you can tell me I'm wrong, but I feel like out of the new rap generation in Toronto, I feel like I've set the model, like as far as the level of quality niggas, you know what I'm saying? The level of quality that niggas gotta have, you see what I'm saying? I mean, I was doing billboards, I was bringing rappers and artists and people into the city, just doing things. I'm not trying to go back into the past and say, oh, I've done this, but I feel like a lot of people may have seen what I was doing. Put it this way, a lot of people came around me in the past couple years, looked at what I had going on, and I felt like they stole from it. You see what I'm saying? Like, oh, this nigga has a big chain, cop a chain, or this nigga has a whip, cop a whip, or this nigga has cribs downtown, condos. Yeah, let's do that too. I could just be assuming shit in my own mind. Hey, maybe half of it's true, half of it's not, but I just feel that way. You see what I'm saying?
Will we see any collabs with any T-Dot artists and Page?
It depends. Right now, I mean, if depend on who's fucking with me, really. Like, I'm not gonna. The situation to me, from my point of view, from my eyesight, I just feel like a lot of people are against me. You see what I'm saying? But I don't really give a fuck. I mean, if anybody knows me, they know I roll dolo, solo, state to state. You see what I'm saying? I fuck with niggas I gotta fuck with, real niggas. But if you don't fuck with Big Page, so be it. So if I do a collabo, that means I fuck with that person. You see what I'm saying? But if I don't, then you already know.
So how can people get in contact with Big Page?
They can call me. Nah, actually, fuck that. You can't call me because you don't have my number. I always change them for you faggot ass haters. You can Twitter me, you know, at Big Page, real simple. Follow me on, fuck with my MySpace. It's MySpace / Big Page. And you know, Facebook, I'm probably cutting that off. You already know, YouTube the kid. You see what I'm saying? Hit me up on YouTube, leave a comment, whatever. I see you haters, you know, leave your little hating comments. Do your thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna hate on you for hating. And that's about it, you see what I'm saying?